It is such an honor to be sitting with such a musical legend right
Oh
now.
my gosh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
I've been listening to you since I was a little girl, grew
I'm
up to
sure.
you and the Miami Sound Machine.
Probably in the womb at this point. Like
No. I will say I was dancing to a lot of your stuff. First off, congrats on Good Morning America today.
Thank you so much.
How
it was
was
a lot
it?
of fun. It was great. I have a history with Good Morning America. I've played in a lot of their summer series, and a lot of my fans that have been there through the years were there with me. So it was really special. It's always nice to, even though they're in a new studio and all beautiful, but it's kind of old home week. Some of the guys are still the guys.
Did they honor you with something today?
They did.
What
They
was
surprised us. It was 3 plaques, one for my husband Emilio from all the producing that he's done, all these amazing records, and then on sales, and both for La Vecina and the new album Raíces, and like a bunch of sales. I don't know. I was so surprised I didn't even get a chance to see it upside down. But they're gonna have to send it. We can't take that on the plane. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Raíces, congrats on the new album.
Thank you so much.
It's been 18 years since you've released a Spanish language album.
It has indeed. Not on purpose. It just hadn't happened. And, you have to have an idea and a concept. And honestly, I didn't even think that album was going to happen because I've been working on a musical called Basura.
Right, with your daughter, right?
Yes, for the last 3 years almost, a little more probably. And I was so focused on that when Emilio a couple years ago brings me this song that he wrote, and he says, babe, I wrote it, I'm working with all these artists and they want it, but I can only hear your voice in this song. And I listened and I fell in love with it. And I go, hey, but I can't get away from this. And he goes, do you trust me? I go, yes, absolutely. He goes, let me write it for you. And he started writing all these amazing songs and producing them completely. And by the time I went into the studio, when we had 8 or 9 songs, I knew them very deeply. So it just happened and very organically.
That is so incredible. Now, I understand that what he was writing for you was kind of like love notes.
Well, he writes love notes to me all the time. Like if he leaves on a trip, I'll find wherever I'm brushing my teeth or someplace that I'm sure to find it. He writes me little love notes. So I included those on the record. But the funny thing is that he tells me, I wrote you a love song. And I go, you wrote me a love song? He goes, but I'm the one that's going to sing it, right? So you wrote your own love song.
For me to sing to you.
Exactly. In true Emilio form. But I said, listen, every word is from my heart too. So
I love this because you guys have been married for like almost 50 years now.
yeah, we've been together 50 years. We're going to be married 47 September 2nd. And together 49, and then he was my boss for a year.
How do you keep the love alive all this time?
You know what? I have to tell you, first of all, it feels super fast. I really can't imagine how much this time has gone by. He didn't even realize that I had been in his band for 50 years.
That's crazy.
Until I told him, babe, we're releasing this album. This is my 50th year. I joined in 75. He goes, no puede ser, it can't be. And I go, yes. And it's gone fast. We're both very different, so we balance each other out personality-wise, but we rarely differ in the things that really matter. Family comes first, always for both of us. We're always on the same page musically, business-wise. We love the same things, so there's rarely cause for arguments.
Obviously, you figured out the recipe to make things work.
You know what? We are very different. But that difference works because if we were both like him, we'd be dead of heart attacks by now. And if we were both like me, we'd still be sitting on the couch playing the guitar at family parties. So it's worked out well.
Now, let's talk about the album really quick. What is one song on the album that gets you in your feels when you start to sing it?
Oh, my gosh. Well, there's a lot of them because they're all
all very
super
touching
special and important. But I think the song I wrote for my grandson, Sasha, because I've written songs for all the special people in my life, but I knew one day I would write one for him, and I like things to happen organically. So we were hanging out at the beach house almost 3 years ago, and he had to leave to go back to school, and I was still there writing for Basura. So I missed him so much that the song just poured out of me, and I called him, and I played it for him on guitar on the phone because I wanted him to be the first one to hear it. Mm-hmm. And I promised him, I go, baby, one day I'm going to record this song. But I had no plans to do a record. And then the record happens, and I told Emilio, it was in English, and I told him, you know what? I'm going to write it in Spanish so we can include it in the body of the album, and I'm going to leave the English for my English-speaking fans.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and then another song that in Spanish, Cuando el tiempo nos castiga, that Emilio wrote when his father passed. And John Cicada had recorded it a long time ago, and we wanted to do a really stripped-down version, and I thought, I'm going to write these lyrics in English because I think it's an important message. So, but all of them, I mean, I all felt them when I was singing them. It was
Right.
like it felt really
They all mean
comfortable and
something.
nice.
What did Sasha have to say when you heard it?
He cried. And well, his dad, my son, and his wife were listening because they would not let him listen by himself because they like to horn in on everything. But no, they were all crying. They really loved it. And they passed the cry test. I always call my sister whenever I write a new song, and unless she cries, I know it's not perfect.
So if she doesn't cry, it doesn't make it to an album.
Exactly. But so far, she's never not cried.
Oh, I love that. So you really are deep with the family with
No,
all that
very
stuff.
much, very much.
Oh, that's
yeah.
incredible. Now, of course, we got to talk about, of course, with the music, you've inspired so many artists, a lot of Latin artists like Shakira, Camila Cabello, J-Lo. Have any of them reached out to you to talk about the new album yet or to
Well,
congratulate
they've
you
been
on it?
so incredibly generous because I know I never would have asked for this, but my team goes, we have this idea that maybe the track listing can be released by some of the people that you've worked with. And I go, don't bother them. I hate to bug people for anything.
No, it's never a bug, though.
And they said, well, I know how busy they are and what they're doing, so I didn't think any of it was going to happen. And then all of a sudden we got Shakira, Camila Cabello, we got, oh my God, I don't want to forget anybody, Carole King, remind me, please, Sam Smith, Eva Longoria, Cyndi Lauper. See, I can't.
Legend.
I need the prompting because I can't forget anyone. And of course, my grandson did his song, and Emilio did Cuando el tiempo nos castiga. And each day we posted a new song from the track listing. So they were very lovely. And now Billboard Magazine just did this whole spread, and there was such beautiful comments from again, Cyndi Lauper, Shakira, just amazing. They're so generous. And it was
Any
really lovely.
opportunities of doing a collab with any of these artists?
Oh, listen, I always love collabs. I think, in fact, Emilio's prepping something for my social media that people haven't really seen, and especially if there are people that are, younger than 40, they're not going to know all of these amazing duets and collabs that I did with people. And he's making like a little recount of he has to do it in pieces because if not, it would be too long. And every time you work with somebody, you learn something new, and a new baby comes out. So I'm always up to doing something, and it just sometimes people are putting out an album, or I didn't ask anybody on this album because I was really trying to get it done in between. Although I do have a couple of really cool collabs on remixes for La Vecina, and the new
Anyone you wanna
single
tell us about?
that's going to be Chiriqui Chiri. Can I say the collabs on? We have to wait. Yeah, I gotta wait. But they're women. They're incredible.
Okay.
And they took the songs to a whole other level.
Are they big names that we're going to know off the top?
I think so. I think you'll know. I mean, they're definitely like groundbreakers in their genres.
Oh,
So.
that's incredible. I can't wait for
Yeah.
that. Now, a few months ago, I know you were up at the Empire State Building. They were
Yes.
honoring you. How was that experience?
That was so exciting. First of all, I've never been up to that spot that
To
they
the
don't let
tippity top?
anybody in.
Yes, I know, right? We did that too with Hollywood Hamilton, the Key Morning Crew. They
Yes.
brought us up there. We got to flip the switch as well, which I'm sure you did.
I did.
You picked certain
I got
colors.
to be in King Kong's hand.
Yes, how incredible is that, right?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a wonderful experience. And I think the last time I had gone to the Empire State Building was when Emilio and I were just married, that we went as tourists.
Oh, nice little full circle moment there.
Yes, it was. And what a view.
Right?
Good Lord.
You see the entire city.
You
I
could
feel like you could see Miami.
You can, practically. I think you can. But it was really special. That's iconic. It's a New York star,
Right.
really, the Empire State Building. They've done an amazing job with the exhibits and the whole
Yep.
thing.
The
was
color
really
scheme,
cool.
though, was blue, green, and hot pink. Did you pick those?
Yes,
What did they
absolutely.
signify?
Well, the blue and the green, the ocean, the palm trees, the green nature is very important to me. And the hot pink, absolutely. South Beach, Art Deco.
Oh, yes.
So it was a nice combination of
Little Miami feel in New York
little
City.
history because, Miami is very young compared to New York City.
Right.
And the most historic area is the Art Deco area that's from like the late 20s. So that had to be included in there.
Of course. Now, a lot of people, I saw that your song Conga has been blowing up all over TikTok.
Oh my
because
gosh.
that's how you can reach the people under 40,
I
by the
know.
way. Can you still out Conga anyone on the dance floor?
I don't know if I can El Conga them, but I can certainly sing it because nobody can sing that fast.
Nobody can sing like you.
Nobody can sing that fast.
That's
I can
true, too.
tell you.
That is true, too.
That is, and wait till you see, we just did something that's going to come out soon that I did, like, it was on speed conga. It's a very special version of it. But yeah, I'm happy that it's still kicking in. You hear it in movies. Chipmunks have sung conga.
I do have a TikTok idea to do with you after this. To
Okay.
Conga, if you're down for it.
All right.
Because I think I could keep up with the speed here.
Can you?
I think I can.
You think?
I
All
think
right.
I grew up listening and singing it and dancing to it.
I
So
can't wait to hear.
we got to do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Now we got to talk about Broadway because I did see your show On Your Feet back in like 2015, 2016.
Thank you, yeah, that's
That
when it
was
opened.
one of my all-time favorite Broadway shows. I
thank
still to this
you.
day talk about it.
That's so great,
And
thank you.
back to the whole Basura thing. Are you going to be bringing Basura to Broadway?
We absolutely have that as a plan. Like everything, Broadway's about real estate. Who's in,
Right.
what's available. But no, very much the plan, probably early 27, because we're opening in the Alliance Theater May 30th of 26 now coming
Okay.
up for the off-Broadway run. And then hopefully we'll be prepping it to hopefully be by early 27.
Can you tell us what it's about?
Absolutely. Okay, in Cateura, Paraguay, it's like an area of Asunción. 45 years ago, there's a beautiful lake, and governments started sending their trash there because they were selling it.
Oh, the
So-
basura.
yes. So there is one of the largest landfills in all of Latin America. And this guy, environmental engineer, went into the area to try to help, but it's just too big and the problem is insurmountable. So he was a musician and he thought, okay, if I can't help these people this way, then maybe I can help them this way. And he brought his violin, he started giving lessons for free to the kids there. And somehow he helped create with the kids an orchestra, but they didn't have enough instruments for everybody that wanted to play. The instruments, real good ones, don't survive because they have ash storms, and from the fires when they burn things in Argentina, the ash comes over. They have floods. It's insane what they experience there. So one of the kids that kind of lived in the streets and would refurbish the trash. That's how they make a living. They live off the grid. They started making the instruments out of trash.
How do you make instruments out of trash?
It's incredible. They take an oil can, for example, pound it out.
Oh, like a drum?
Make two, no, not just a drum.
Oh.
Cut out the shape of the violin, front and back, put another piece to solder it together. They used coins for the pegs, the tuning pegs. It's like mind-blowing.
I was going to say mind-blowing.
It's incredible. So we're doing the inception story of how it all came together and how the idea came about, and we've written like over 20 songs, Emily and I, and we're so excited. We're super excited.
Oh, I can't wait for it to come here to New York. I might have to go down to, where is it, Atlanta? Or
It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia.
I
at
might
the
have to go to
Alliance
Atlanta to go
Theater.
get the previews first.
That would be great. Yeah, I think the official opening night is June 12th, but we will be in previews May 30th.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. And
thank
then you're
you.
also working on another project, Gabby's Dollhouse,
Yes!
the movie.
That's done. It's
Talk
about
to me about
come out.
that.
Yeah, I shot it last summer, and I hadn't really watched the show itself, Gabby's Dollhouse, because my kids were
Right, it's
grown.
on Netflix. It's a cartoon, right?
Now it is on Netflix, yeah, but
Okay.
it had 9 seasons. I know
Yeah.
there's a Gabby, actual Gabby, and it combines live action with her. She kind of like leads kids through it. And when they pop into the dollhouse, there's these little cats, and she becomes an animated character. So they have taken that to the nth degree with DreamWorks animation. Like, it's nuts. And when they approached me about it, I didn't really know too much about it, but I did some research. And then I found out Kristen Wiig is in it too, beside the original Gabby.
She's awesome.
I was floored. I'm a huge fan.
How was it working with her?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, probably our little animated creatures had more, screen time together. But she was wonderful. And she's just, I mean, watching her outtakes, like, she just goes. And we had to control our laughter because she would go, the scene is there, and then she's taking it to places you never imagined. It was really wonderful.
And you're Grandma Gigi.
I am.
I love it.
I love that because I'm a grandma. So
you can relate.
I related completely to that vibe, that energy. And Grandma Gigi is the one that built the magical dollhouse for Gabby. So it goes back in time and then to present day, and it was a lot of fun to do.
And that movie's coming out at the end of September. Can't wait to see that.
Ryan Crago, director. When I spoke to him, he really had so much enthusiasm and joy for the project, and it was very contagious. I really wanted to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, we got to remind everyone they have to grab your new album, Raíces, which is out now. But before we go, one of the tracks is titled "How Will You Be Remembered?"
Yes.
So I want to ask you, Gloria, Estefan, how do you want to be remembered?
I wrote a song about it, Remember Me With Love. I wrote this years ago, and really that's all I want, to when people remember me, to have a smile on their face, or still be listening to some of my tracks, and just know that I loved what I did, and I really wanted to share that joy and empowerment through my music, through my lyrics, and that's all any artist can hope for.
Well, congratulations to you and best of luck to you on this album, and we want more music too.
Thank you so much. Well, music coming, because Basura is kind of like a Gloria Estefan album.
Good.
With my daughter,
I love it.
Injected in there in such an incredible way. She's the best musician of all of us.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.